Welcome back to Football Daily. It's that time of week again. Transfer talk. Let's not waste any time. Let's get stuck straight in. We kick things off over at St James's Park with Newcastle United, who have been looking to strengthen their forward line this summer. According to a report from Football Insider, they're currently working to secure the services of Watford's PEDRO. The Magpies have identified a need for an attacking midfielder this summer, having been linked with a host of names, including the likes of Atalanta's Luis Muriel and Chelsea's Callum Hudson-Odoi. However, Eddie Howe's side have reportedly made a bid for Watford forward PEDRO, although their opening £20 million offer has been turned down by the Hornets. Newcastle have apparently been told should they wish to sign the Brazilian, they'll need to increase their offer to £30 million, given that Watford have already lost important players like Emmanuel Dennis to Nottingham Forest, and Ismaila Sarr is still being linked with a potential exit from Vicarage Road. At present, Eddie Howe's side has both Chris Wood and Callum Wilson as their main attacking options, with Wood scoring just twice since joining and Wilson suffering from persistent injury issues, only being available for 18 games in all competitions last season. It remains to be seen if Newcastle will meet the demands set by Watford that could see them part ways with the 20-year-old Brazilian. This is definitely a move to keep your eye on. On to our next story, and it's huge news for Bruno Lage and Wolverhampton Wanderers fans, who have secured the services of Matheus Nunes from Sporting for a club record fee, with Fabrizio Romano confirming the move. The Midlands-based side had faced stiff competition from all over England, with suggestions that both Manchester clubs as well as West Ham United had been monitoring the situation. Wolves are said to have already agreed on personal terms with the player, with a record £43 million fee being reported as the figure that both sides have signed off on, making the midfielder their third summer signing after Gonzalo Guedes and Nathan Collins. Nunes has caught the attention of plenty of clubs throughout Europe, something which was highlighted when Pep Guardiola labelled him as one of the best players in the world at present. The player is expected to travel to the Midlands shortly to complete his medical with Wolves before signing a 5-year contract with the club. Paired together with compatriot Ruben Neves and João Moutinho, it looks like Bruno Lage has formidable midfield options. With this move all but confirmed, it will be interesting to see how Nunes develops in the Premier League, and to keep up to date with this as well as plenty of other big stories, scan the QR code that's on your screen right now. Heading from the West Midlands to the East now, and it's bad news for Leicester City fans, with The Guardian reporting that Wesley Fofana has informed the club that he wishes to leave amid being linked with Chelsea. The Blues have been strongly linked with the French international in recent weeks, particularly after their failed pursuits of both Matthias de Ligt and Jules Koundé. Leicester's financial woes have been no secret, with a whole host of stars being linked with the exit door, whilst they've been unable to strengthen their current squad due to their issues with finances. Chelsea have reportedly made 2 offers so far to the Foxes for Fofana, with both being turned down, as Brendan Rodgers has enforced multiple times that the club does not want to sell their prized assets. However, it seems their hand may well end up being forced with this one. Having already secured the services of Marco Correa and Kalidou Koulibaly, Tuchel remains keen to further strengthen his backline, although it seems any potential deal for Fofana is not going to come cheap. According to the report, Chelsea may have to break the world record fee for a defender if they're to tempt Leicester into selling the player, with the Foxes said to be holding out for a bid in excess of £80 million, breaking the record that Manchester United set when they bought Harry Maguire from Leicester back in the day. Given that the season has started, Rodgers will be hoping that he's able to hold on to his man, but with the club in need of money, they could yet be twisted into cashing in on Fofana. Heading over to Brighton now, who've secured the services of a replacement for Marco Correa, who of course left the club earlier in the window for Chelsea. Graham Potter's side have signed the Villarreal fullback Pervis Estupinan, with the deal having been closed for a reported €23 million according to Spanish outlet Marca. Marca also reported that the player did not train with his club in recent days as the move was being negotiated, with Brighton having faced potential competition for his services from another Premier League side. Nottingham Forest were also keen on ESTUPINAN, however the player has instead picked the Amex over the City ground. The Ecuador international is said to be travelling to England shortly in order to complete his medicals. With his move to Brighton now official, it will be interesting to see how he develops in the Premier League. Switching back to Chelsea now, have seen their move for Everton forward Anthony Gordon turned down by the Merseyside outfit, according to multiple British media reports. In what was a rumoured move that took many by surprise, it seems that Thomas Tuchel is keen to add some depth to his forward line, especially having seen a number of players leave, including the likes of Romelu Lukaku and most recently Timo Werner. The report states that Chelsea have bid £45 million for Gordon, an offer which has been turned down by the Toffees, who are keen to hold on to their star man, having already seen important players like Richarlison leave the club this summer. However, the Toffees' hopes of retaining the player could already be fading, with the Telegraph claiming that the England under-21 international has informed them that he wishes to leave amidst the links to Chelsea. Whilst it may come as a hammer blow to the Merseyside outfit, they're said to be demanding at least £50 million for the 21-year-old, with Chelsea still considering whether or not they'd like to match Everton's price. It remains no secret that the Blues are actively searching for attacking options, with links to Barcelona's Aubameyang having emerged in the last few days, alongside failed pursuits for Rafinha and Lewandowski so far this summer. Whether or not Anthony Gordon is the right option remains to be seen, but it would seem a safe bet to say that Thomas Tuchel isn't done in the market just yet. Let's finish with our headline story, and of course it comes from Manchester United, who have been linked with yet another name, and no surprise, it's another midfielder. The Telegraph has reported that the Red Devils have hit a wall in their negotiations with Adrien Rabiot and have walked away from the deal. With Rabiot in the rearview mirror, it seemingly took little time for the club to move on to their next target, with The Athletic claiming that they are now keen to sign Real Madrid's Casemiro, and some Spanish media outlets already claim that they've had a bid tabled for the 5-time Champions League winner. United's everlasting search for a midfielder has dragged on throughout the summer, of course, with a whole host of names being linked to Old Trafford. From Frenkie de Jong to Sergei Milinkovic-Savic and Rabiot, it appears Casemiro is just the latest name on a long list. Despite the reported £50 million bid for the 30-year-old, it appears the move is increasingly unlikely, with Marca reporting that Real Madrid have absolutely no intention of selling the Brazil international. But the news regarding Manchester United and signings doesn't stop there, because Andy Mitten in The Athletic exclusively broke this morning that they're in talks to sign Christian Pulisic on loan. The US international is keen to leave Chelsea in this transfer window, with a World Cup just 3 months away, and he sees Manchester United as an ideal destination. United aren't the only club interested in his loan signing though. Atletico Madrid and Newcastle both want to sign him because of his supposed versatility across the front line. At just 23 years old, it would be interesting to see if Chelsea are willing to loan a player like Pulisic to a supposed rival like Manchester United. Although, given their recent form, I don't think anybody's calling them a rival. So with just 2 weeks remaining of the transfer window, United seem to be frantically looking for options in the middle of the park and in the forward line for Erik ten Hag. We're sure there's going to be plenty more stories yet to come, so make sure you don't miss out on those by scanning the QR code on your screen right now. So that's it for another episode of Transfer Talk on Football Daily. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe. Thank you very much for watching. We'll catch you later.